Now, the run-up to the ET Startup Awards later this week, we have been bringing you interviews with many winners. We started off with Swiggy last week, which remember won the biggest award, the ET Startup of the Year award. But this evening we feature a startup that won the Best on Campus award, Detect Technologies, incubated in the IIT Madras Research Park. Now, interestingly, out of the 5 nominations in the Best on Campus category, nearly 4 went to IIT Madras, which sort of underscores the efforts that at least this IIT is making when it comes to fostering starting up and entrepreneurship on campus. They seem to have got a lot of things going for them when it comes to building the right ecosystem for some of these startups. Now, Detect Technologies is a very different company. They innovate and create technologies that help companies in sectors such as power, oil and gas, and fertilizers, and they are also foraying into the nuclear area soon. But for more on what Detect does, the scope that they see going forward, here are one of its founders, Daniel David, who we caught up with recently.
Basically, what Detect envisions itself to be is a company that performs intelligent asset monitoring in the industries by building very cutting-edge technology. So the industries can be any process industry like your oil and gas, chemical, fertilizer, etc. And we have 2 products in our portfolio right now. I'll talk about number 1. Firstly, a very major problem in the industry is your pipeline leakages. Pipeline leakages lead to huge environmental damages, huge productivity losses, and worst of all, a lot of people have died because of explosions in pipelines or just pipeline leaks. So the reason this happens is because all over the world today there is really no technology today that can really monitor these pipelines continuously at high temperatures. We've come up with an intelligent drone that can do all of this in an automated fashion. Right? And this was something, again, we witnessed all of this during a shutdown in one of our clients' plants. And we saw that all of this can be solved by not just using the drones that are there available today, but by building a lot of intelligence and safety to the drones that we brought in and the drones that we have built so far. In fact, there will be some good news coming out soon. We are talking to a few investors, and we are in the process of in fact closing our round very soon. And fundraising side of things, yes, there is some good news coming. Apart from that, there has been some great developments in our sector as well. That is, if you look at the oil and gas industry, I'm sure it's all over the news as well, that all the oil and gas players are coming, PSUs especially, are coming out with funds to support startups. So we're looking to utilize these funds from the oil and gas industry and in turn help them with the technology that we provide. So right now the status of both products is we have been proving them through field trials over the last 3.5-4 years, and now we're ready to take it out at a commercial level. What they've done here is pretty brilliant, in fact. So they've taken what is conventionally in incubators, for example your mentorship by business experts or experts in certain fields, and they've tried creating a connect to the professors. Now that is number 1, because a lot of professors in our institute are doing very cutting edge work and very direct to, I believe 3 of the startups in the top 5 are actually from the same lab, the Center for Non-Destructive Evaluation. So I would say Planis, Maxwell and ourselves are from the lab, and there are many labs like this in IIT that are doing very cutting edge work, and Incubation Cell has provided a link for these professors to actually turn this into businesses. And I think the third most important component is the students. The thing about students is they don't know that something cannot be done, and so they try through any means possible to get it done.
We will hear and see more of Detect and many of the other winners of the ET Startup Awards this Friday. So don't forget to tune into ET Now that evening for all the live coverage and to really see the who's who of India Inc. and Startup Inc. But on that note, we come to the end of this edition of ET Now Startup Central. Thanks so much for watching.